Dollar Tree in August 2026 is quietly one of the strangest grocery stops in the entire country. Back-to-school displays haven't come down. The hurricane season shelves are already loaded. Supermarket prices keep climbing while somebody at corporate approved a pantry aisle where Nature Valley cereal sits under $2 a box. Top Pricci 4-cheese tortellini shows up beside it. And a name-brand freezer appetizer has absolutely no business being here. 15 foods worth grabbing multiples of right now before the September reset clears them. And near the end, the older $1 version beats the redesign next to it. Carts already moving. First stop is the cereal aisle, and this is where the video should probably end because it's already suspicious. Nature Valley Apple Cinnamon Breakfast Cereal, $1.50. This same box, this exact one, runs anywhere from $5 to almost $7 at the regular grocery store, depending on where you shop. Real apple pieces, honey granola clusters, whole grain oats. It's the same cereal your kid throws in the cart at Target while you make a face at the price. Here it's sitting under $2. Now, the box is smaller than the supermarket version. I need to be honest about that. It looks a little sad next to a giant family-size box. But even after you do the math on ounces, this still comes out ahead by a wide margin. Grab 3. Grab 4 if you're packing school lunches. And while you're right there, the oatmeal packet end cap is a Hurricane Week fallback that doesn't need a microwave if the power actually goes out. That's your first cart drop. And here's the thing. The cereal isn't even the best sub-$2 deal on this trip. Not close. Aisle over, pasta night just got weird in a good way. Pricci 4-cheese tortellini. $1.50, ricotta, provolone, grana padano, gorgonzola in the filling. Read that list again. That's a stuffed pasta you'd expect to see in a specialty grocery store with the price tag turned toward the wall so you can't see it. Here it's sitting between the pasta sauce and the store-brand ravioli. Right next to it, Kraft Spaghetti Classics Tangy Italian Meal Mix. Also, $1.50. Feeds 4. Comes with the pasta, a spice packet, and Parmesan already in the box. All you need is tomato paste and something roughly resembling a stove. So you've got fancy pasta night on one side, weeknight in 15 minutes on the other. I'm putting both in the cart. That's how you know the trip started right. Canned aisle, move fast. Starkist chunk light tuna in water, 5 ounces, $1.25. Same can, same brand, same tuna your grandmother has been buying for 4 decades. Right beside it, Campbell's Kitchen Classics, hearty ham and bean soup, 10.5 ounces, also $1.25. And here's the part where I raised an eyebrow. One of the top reviews on Dollar Tree's own website says the ham and bean soup is almost as good as their late grandma's homemade. I'm not making a claim on that. I'm just telling you that a stranger on the internet compared a $1.25 can of soup to their grandmother's cooking. And now I kind of have to buy one, canned chicken next to it. Store label, unglamorous, but for stir-fry, casseroles, and after-work desperation, it does the job. Point 4, bread aisle, and this one is short and mean. Gold medal white bread. $1.25 per loaf. That same loaf, comparable size, comparable brand tier, runs $3.64 at Walmart last time anybody checked. $1.25. Beside it, on a display I almost walked past, Martha White Apple Cider Muffin Mix. This is a brand new 2026 flavor, in-store only while supplies last. Hold on to that muffin mix in your head. A Betty Crocker item is going to show up in a couple stops that plays against it, and there's a canned peach hiding later that turns this muffin mix into a cobbler. That's the callback. Move on. Rice and beans, building block point, moves quick. Omega brown rice, 32 ounces, $1.25. That math works out to about 6 cents a serving. 6 cents. Dry black beans, pinto, kidney, all in the same price zone, and cheaper per ounce than the canned versions sitting on the shelf directly above them. Here's the situational choice because it matters. Dry for stockpile value. Canned for the Hurricane Week no power scenario when you literally cannot cook. Grab both. Different shelves, different jobs, same trip. Point 6 is the spice wall. And per ounce, this might genuinely be the strongest deal in the entire store. Salt and pepper twin pack, $1.50. Garlic powder, $1.25 to $1.50, depending on the label and blend. Seasoning blends across the whole shelf in the same range. Now, my local supermarket sells a 2.6-ounce container of garlic powder for anywhere from $2.79 to $7.49. $7.49 for garlic powder. My spice cabinet at home currently smells like nothing, which tells you how often the $7 bottle actually gets replaced. So here's your permission slip to walk out with 8 bottles for the price of 1. And the next stop is where the freezer door starts doing something it should not legally be doing. Freezer door, point 7, open it. TGI Fridays cream cheese. Stuffed jalapeno poppers in a Dollar Tree freezer. That's not a typo, and I read it twice. About 9 crispy coated jalapenos per box, each one stuffed with cream cheese, heat, and serve. This is the same brand and licensing deal. Kraft Heinz makes them for supermarket freezers too. But this is the price point that snapped my neck sideways. Right next to it, TGI Fridays spinach and artichoke cheese dip, microwavable tray, about 5 minutes to hot. Parmesan, mozzarella, and Neufchâtel in the mix per the label. This is unexpected guest fuel. It's after-school reheating. It's the box you throw in the freezer for Hurricane Week when you don't want to open another can. Michelina's fettuccine alfredo with broccoli and chicken showed up in this same freezer earlier this year. Grab one of those too. This entire door delivered on the teas from the cereal aisle. The TGI Fridays box is the reason you keep watching. Keep the door closed for a second. There's more here, but the next section runs $3 and $5, and we need to talk about that honestly. Point 8, and this is where the price tags jump. Bibigo bulgogi chicken and vegetable crispy frozen dumpling bites, 7.7 ounces, $3. Bibigo steamed chicken and vegetable dumplings, 6.6 ounces, also $3. Bibigo mandu extra large pork and vegetable dumplings, 8.6 ounces, $4. Now, $3 and $4 is not the old Dollar Tree, and I'm not going to pretend it is. But Bibigo at $4 is still under supermarket per-piece math. And this is restaurant-adjacent freezer food from a name people actually recognize. Talenti sorbet and gelato in the same freezer aisle. Verified. Same brand you're paying $6 or $7 for elsewhere. Magnum double caramel ice cream bars, 3-pack, $5. Here's the buyer decision. If you're stockpiling for the month, you skip the Magnum. If you're building a Friday night box, the $5 Magnum bar earns its slot. And speaking of $5 dessert bars, one of the $1.50 items coming up in the next aisle is going to be more talked about than the Magnum. I mean that. Sweet aisle, point 9, 4 items and moving quick. Sobisque lemon sandwich. Cream cookies, 16-pack, $1.25. Crisp cookie, lemon cream filling, works with iced tea or a glass of milk, done. Betty Crocker Batchables. Chocolate chip cookie mix, $1.50. And this is the muffin mix callback. You can pull anywhere from 4 to 24 cookies out of the tub, depending on your mood, add milk and butter, and you're baking in the next 20 minutes. 7 days. Soft-baked croissants with peach filling, $1.25, and this is the new 2026 flavor. The strawberry and vanilla versions have been sitting here a while, but the peach one just showed up, and now the strange find. Margaritaville Strawberry Daiquiri Gelatin, $1.50. Sugar-free, zero alcohol. Makes about 8 servings of a Jell-O that tastes, per the box, like a strawberry daiquiri. This is the payoff. The $5 Magnum bar is nice. This is the box you're texting a photo of to your group chat. This is the one you'll be talking about tomorrow, and it cost $1.50. Point 10, snack packs, framed for back to school because it's August and the lunch boxes need loading. Pop-plosion, sweet and spicy chili Rice Crisps, $1.25. This is a dead-on Quaker Rice Crisps dupe based on the packaging and where it's sitting in the aisle. Annie's Organic Hidden Veggies Crackers with sea salt, also $1.25. Organic, at Dollar Tree. Sweet potato, pumpkin, tomato, and carrot in the crackers, per the label. No artificial flavors, sea salt on top. I had to reread the box twice to make sure that word was actually there. Chewy peanut butter chocolate chip granola bars in the same run. Road trip staple, backpack drop-in, no thinking required. Point 11 and things get slightly unhinged. Breckenridge Farms, spicy pickle spears, 17-ounce jar, $1.50, red bell pepper, black pepper, and capsicum extract in there per the label. Breckenridge Farms, hamburger dill pickle chips, too, which shoppers have been calling out all summer as the sleeper find in the condiment aisle. Della Natura Kalamata-style olives and green olives, $1.50 each, brand new to the shelves nationwide this spring. Remember the TGI Fridays spinach dip from a few stops back? These olives ride the same charcuterie board. Grab both, don't overthink it. Point 12, beverages. And I want to frame this one for hurricane season because it's August and the coast is watching the radar already. Bai Kupang Strawberry Kiwi Electrolyte Drink, 18 ounces, $1.25. Electrolytes, antioxidants, no artificial sweeteners on the label. Shelf-stable milk cartons on the same aisle, verified. Instant coffee packet, throw in the pantry for outages. And then the fun row, Jarritos, Jones Soda, True North Seltzer, Pepsi products across the shelf. Here's the reversal. The electrolyte drink is sitting right next to the soda, and normally the soda wins that fight. Right now, August, hurricane season, packing an emergency box, the electrolyte drink wins for a different reason entirely. Buy both, put them in different boxes. Point 13, quick meal fillers. Because September Sunday, you is going to thank August you for making this stop. Instant mashed potatoes, $1.25, one of the highest rated versions Sporked found earlier this year. Pasta salad kits and flavored rice pilaf boxes right next to them. Add water, heat, side dish exists. Instant ramen across 3 flavors, chicken, beef, shrimp, sitting in the same 50-cent-ish price zone, which honestly makes them possibly the cheapest calorie per dollar in the entire building. Grab a stack of each. This is the aisle that pays your rent when the pay period stretches an extra day and dinner still has to happen. Point 14, canned fruit and dessert pantry, fast. Libby's yellow cling sliced peaches in heavy syrup, priced under Walmart, verified. Grab 2 cans. Libby's canned pumpkin puree in the same aisle. And this is where the muffin mix callback lands hard. Take the Martha White apple cider muffin mix from earlier, dump it over these peaches in a baking dish, and you've built yourself a cobbler for under $4 total. That's not a recipe. That's just what the shelves are quietly telling you to do. Point 15. And this is the payoff I promised you in the hook. Dollar Tree is running a 40th anniversary sale right now. Select items are back at $1, down from $1.50 regular, on end caps marked with the anniversary signage. The sale runs through August 6th. That's not fake urgency. That's a real timer on the calendar. And once August 6th passes, those end caps reset. Here's where the reversal happens. And this is why I told you to slow down. On the shelf, the redesigned box of a pantry staple is sitting at its normal $1.50. On the end cap, 10 feet away, the older labeled version of the same category is tagged at $1 for the anniversary. Same product tier, 50 cents cheaper. The older tag wins. This is the trip where you check every end cap on the way to the register, because the difference between $1 and $1.50 adds up fast when you're loading 20 items in the cart. The anniversary signage is red and yellow. You cannot miss it if you're looking. Go now or go this weekend, but do not go on August 7th expecting it to still be there. Before I let you go, the bonus round, because the cart isn't full yet, and there are a few things by checkout worth grabbing. Colgate Kids Bubble Fruit Toothpaste. Sitting right in the impulse zone, cheap enough to grab 3 for a kid's bathroom drawer. The Nut Wall. Cashews, pistachios, almonds, peanuts, sunflower seeds, all across the $1.25 to $1.50 range, and probably the best per-ounce protein play in the whole store. Taco Bell Taco Supreme flavored sunflower seeds. I know, I saw it. I laughed. I put it in the cart anyway. Almond and oat milk shelf-stable cartons if your fridge is already full. Breadcrumbs canister for the meatball night that's coming. And El Sabroso Original Salsitas Spicy Salsa Tortilla Rounds, verified summer pick, tomato, onion, garlic, avocado, and jalapeno listed in the seasoning. That's your dip chip for the TGI Fridays spinach and artichoke from the freezer. Perfect handoff. Cart is fuller than I planned. That is genuinely the whole point of an August stockpile trip. It's a boring month. Nothing feels urgent, prices are quietly moving up in the background, and the September version of you is going to open the pantry in 3 weeks and thank the August version of you for actually doing this. That's it. Thanks for shopping with me. See you on the next trip.